If you not subscribed, please subscribe the channel and click the bell button for more videos. Full chapter explanation in easy English. 1. What is morphology? Morphology means the study of the external form and structure of plants. Flowering plants show great diversity in size, shape, habitat, and structure. But most flowering plants have common parts: root, stem, leaf, flower, fruit, and seed. Real-life example. Think of a house. A house may be small, big, modern, or traditional, but it usually has foundation, walls, roof, doors, and windows. Similarly, flowering plants may look different, but they have basic plant parts. Question: what is morphology? Answer: morphology is the study of external structure and form of organisms, especially plant parts in this chapter. 2. Root system and shoot system. A flowering plant has two main systems. Root system, underground part of the plant. Shoot system, above ground part containing stem, leaves, buds, flowers, and fruits. Question: which part is underground? Answer: root system. Question: which part is above the soil? Answer: shoot system. 5.1 The root. The root usually develops from the radicle of the embryo. It grows inside the soil. Main functions of roots. Roots help in absorption of water and minerals, anchorage of plant in soil, storage of food, synthesis of plant growth regulators. Real-life example. Root is like the foundation and water pipeline of a building. It fixes the plant and absorbs water from soil. Types of root system. 1. Taproot system. In dicot plants, the radicle grows into a primary root. It gives secondary and tertiary roots. This forms the taproot system. Example: mustard. Real-life example. Carrot and radish are modified taproots used for food storage. 2. Fibrous root system. In monocot plants, the primary root is short-lived. Many roots arise from the base of the stem. Example: wheat. Real-life example. Grass has fibrous roots. That is why grass holds soil strongly and prevents soil erosion. 3. Adventitious roots. Roots that arise from parts other than the radicle are called adventitious roots. Examples: grass, monstera, banyan tree. Real-life example. Banyan tree has hanging roots that later support the huge branches like pillars. Regions of root tip. The root tip has 4 important regions. Root cap, protects the tender root tip. Region of meristematic activity, cells divide actively. Region of elongation, cells elongate and increase root length. Region of maturation, cells mature and form root hairs. Question: which region absorbs water and minerals? Answer: root hair region in the region of maturation. Real-life example. Root cap is like a helmet. It protects the growing root while it pushes through soil. 5.2 The stem. Stem is the ascending part of the plant. It develops from the plumule of the embryo. Features of stem. Stem bears branches, leaves, flowers, fruits, nodes, internodes, and buds. Node, point where leaves arise. Internode, region between two nodes. Terminal bud, bud at the tip. Axillary bud, bud in the axil of leaf. Functions of stem. Stem supports branches, leaves, flowers, and fruits. It conducts water and minerals. It transports food prepared by leaves. Some stems store food. Some help in support, protection, and vegetative propagation. Real-life example. Stem is like the main road or pipeline system of the plant. It carries materials up and down. Question: how can you identify a stem? Answer: stem has nodes, internodes, buds, leaves, branches, flowers, and fruits. 5.3 The leaf. Leaf is a lateral, flattened structure borne on the stem. It develops at the node and bears a bud in its axil. Leaves are the main organs of photosynthesis. Parts of a leaf. A typical leaf has leaf base, attaches leaf to stem. Petiole, holds leaf blade towards sunlight. Lamina, green expanded part of leaf. Other terms. Stipules, small leaf-like structures near leaf base. Pulvinus, swollen leaf base in some leguminous plants. Midrib, main vein of the leaf. Veins and veinlets, transport water, minerals, and food. Real-life example. Leaf is like a solar panel. It captures sunlight and prepares food. Venation. Venation is the arrangement of veins and veinlets in the leaf. Reticulate venation. Veins form a network. Common in dicot plants. Example, mango, guava, hibiscus. Parallel venation. Veins run parallel. Common in monocot plants. Example, grass, wheat, banana. Question, what type of venation is common in dicots? Answer, reticulate venation. Question, what type of venation is common in monocots? Answer, parallel venation. Types of leaves. Simple leaf. Lamina is entire or incised, but incisions do not reach the midrib. Example, mango leaf. Compound leaf. Incisions reach the midrib and divide the leaf into leaflets. Compound leaves are of two types. Pinnately compound leaf, leaflets arranged on a common axis called rachis. Example, neem. Palmately compound leaf, leaflets arise from a common point. Example, silk cotton. Real-life example. Neem leaf looks like many small leaves arranged on one axis, but it is actually one compound leaf. Phyllotaxy. Phyllotaxy means arrangement of leaves on the stem. One alternate phyllotaxy. One leaf arises at each node. Examples, China rose, mustard, sunflower. Two opposite phyllotaxy. Two leaves arise at each node, opposite to each other. Examples, guava, calotropes. Three-whorled phyllotaxy. More than two leaves arise at one node. Example, Alstonia. Easy memory. Alternate equals 1 by 1. Opposite equals 2 facing each other. Whorled equals many in a circle. 5.4 Inflorescence. Inflorescence means arrangement of flowers on the floral axis. A flower is a modified shoot. When the shoot tip changes into floral meristem, flowers are produced. Types of inflorescence. Racemose inflorescence. Main axis continues to grow. Flowers are arranged in acropetal succession, meaning older flowers at the base and younger flowers near the top. Cymose inflorescence. Main axis ends in a flower. Growth is limited. Flowers are arranged in basipetal order, meaning older flowers at the top and younger flowers below. Real-life example. In racemose, it is like a queue growing upward. In cymose, the top flower comes first and stops further main axis growth. 5.5 The flower. Flower is the reproductive unit of angiosperms. A typical flower has 4 whorls. Calyx. Corolla. Androecium. Gynoecium. Calyx and corolla are accessory organs. Androecium and gynoecium are reproductive organs. Bisexual and unisexual flowers. Bisexual flower has both androecium and gynoecium. Unisexual flower has either stamens or carpels. Flower symmetry. Actinomorphic flower can be divided into 2 equal halves in any radial plane. Examples, mustard, datura, chili. Zygomorphic flower can be divided into 2 equal halves only in one plane. Examples, pea, gullmoher, bean, cassia. Asymmetric flower cannot be divided into 2 equal halves. Example, canna. Trimerous, tetramerous, pentamerous. If floral parts are in multiples of 3, trimerous. Multiples of 4, tetramerous. Multiples of 5, pentamerous. Real-life example. Many monocot flowers have floral parts in 3 or multiples of 3. Position of ovary. Hypogynous flower. Ovary is superior. Other floral parts are below the ovary. Examples: mustard, China rose, brinjal. Perigynous flower. Ovary is half inferior. Examples: rose, plum, peach. Epigynous flower. Ovary is inferior. Other floral parts arise above the ovary. Examples: guava, cucumber, sunflower ray florets. Parts of a flower. 1. Calyx. Calyx is the outermost whorl. Its members are called sepals. Sepals are usually green and protect the flower in bud stage. Gamosepalous, sepals united. Polysepalous, sepals free. 2. Corolla. Corolla is made of petals. Petals are usually brightly colored to attract insects for pollination. Gamopetalous, petals united. Polypetalous, petals free. Estivation. Estivation means arrangement of sepals or petals in the floral bud. Types. Valvate, margins touch but do not overlap. Example: calotropes. Twisted, one margin overlaps the next. Example: China rose, cotton, lady's finger. Imbricate, overlap occurs but not in fixed direction. Example: cassia, gull mohair. Vexillary, large standard petal overlaps wings, wings overlap keel. Example: pea, bean. 3. Androecium. Androecium is the male reproductive part. It is made of stamens. Each stamen has filament, stalk. Anther, produces pollen grains. A sterile stamen is called staminode. Stamens may be epipetalous, attached to petals. Example: brinjal. Epiphyllous, attached to perianth. Example: lily. Polyandrous, stamens free. Monoadelphous, united into one bundle. Example: China rose. Diadelphous, united into 2 bundles. Example: pea. Polyadelphous, united into many bundles. Example: citrus. 4. Gynoecium. Gynoecium is the female reproductive part. It is made of 1 or more carpels. Each carpel has stigma, receives pollen grains. Style, connects stigma to ovary. Ovary, contains ovules. After fertilization, ovule becomes seed. Ovary becomes fruit. Types of carpels. Apocarpous, carpels free. Example: lotus, rose. Syncarpous, carpels fused. Example: mustard, tomato. Placentation. Placentation means arrangement of ovules inside the ovary. Types. Marginal, example pea. Axile, example China rose, tomato, lemon. Parietal, example mustard, argemony. Free central, example dianthus, primrose. Basal, example sunflower, marigold. 5.6 The fruit. Fruit is the mature or ripened ovary after fertilization. If fruit develops without fertilization, it is called parthenocarpic fruit. Fruit has pericarp and seeds. In fleshy fruits, pericarp has epicarp, outer layer. Mesocarp, middle layer. Endocarp, inner layer. Drupe. Mango and coconut are drupes. In mango, mesocarp is fleshy and edible. In coconut, mesocarp is fibrous. Real-life example. When you eat mango, the juicy edible part is mesocarp. 5.7 The seed. After fertilization, ovules become seeds. A seed has Seed coat. Embryo. The embryo contains radicle, future root. Plumule, future shoot. Cotyledons, food-storing seed leaves. Dicot seed. A dicot seed has two cotyledons. Seed coat has testa, outer layer. Tegmen, inner layer. Other parts. Hilum, scar where seed was attached to fruit. Micropyle, small pore above hilum. Radicle and plumule, embryonic root and shoot. Examples, gram, pea, bean. Monocot seed. A monocot seed usually has one cotyledon. In maize, seed coat is fused with fruit wall. Endosperm is bulky and stores food. Alurone layer is protein-rich. Cotyledon is called scutellum. Plumule is covered by coleoptile. Radicle is covered by coleorhiza. Example, maize, wheat. 5.8 Semi-technical description of a flowering plant. A flowering plant is described in a proper sequence. Habit. Root. Stem. Leaf. Inflorescence. Flower. Calyx. Corolla. Androecium. Gynoecium. Fruit. Seed. Floral formula. Floral diagram. Floral formula symbols. Br. Bracteate. K. Calyx. C. Corolla. P. Perianth. A. Androecium. G. Gynoecium. Actinomorphic. Percent, zygomorphic. G with line below / above, superior or inferior ovary depending on notation style. Brackets show fusion. Simple idea. Floral formula is like a shortcut code for describing a flower. 5.9 Solanaceae, potato family. Solanaceae is commonly called the potato family. Vegetative characters. Plants are mostly herbs, shrubs, rarely small trees. Stem is herbaceous, aerial, erect, cylindrical, branched, solid or hollow. Potato has underground stem. Leaves are alternate, simple, exstipulate, with reticulate venation. Floral characters. Inflorescence, solitary, axillary, or cymose. Flower, bisexual, actinomorphic. Calyx, 5 sepals, united, persistent, valvate estivation. Corolla, 5 petals, united, valvate estivation. Androecium, 5 stamens, epipetalous. Gynoecium, bicarpellary, syncarpous, superior ovary, axile placentation. Fruit, berry or capsule. Seeds, many, endospermous. Economic importance. Food, tomato, brinjal, potato. Spice, chili. Medicine, belladonna, ashwagandha. Fumigatory, tobacco. Ornamental, petunia. Important question and answer section. Q1. What is morphology? Morphology is the study of external form and structure. Q2. What are the main parts of a flowering plant? Root, stem, leaf, flower, fruit, and seed. Q3. What is the difference between root system and shoot system? Root system is underground, shoot system is above ground. Q4. What is taproot system? A root system formed from the primary root and its branches. Q5. Give one example of fibrous root. Wheat. Q6. What are adventitious roots? Roots arising from parts other than radicle. Q7. What is root cap? A protective cap at the tip of the root. Q8. What is the function of root hairs? They absorb water and minerals. Q9. What are nodes and internodes? Nodes are points where leaves arise. Internodes are regions between nodes. Q10. What are the 3 main parts of a leaf? Leaf base, petiole, and lamina. Q11. What is venation? Arrangement of veins and veinlets in leaf lamina. Q12. What is reticulate venation? Veins form a network. Q13. What is parallel venation? Veins run parallel to each other. Q14. What is phyllotaxy? Arrangement of leaves on stem or branch. Q15. Name 3 types of phyllotaxy. Alternate, opposite, and whorled. Q16. What is inflorescence? Arrangement of flowers on floral axis. Q17. What is the difference between racemose and cymose inflorescence? In racemose, main axis continues to grow. In cymose, main axis ends in a flower. Q18. What are the 4 whorls of a flower? Calyx, corolla, androecium, and gynoecium. Q19. What is a bisexual flower? A flower having both androecium and gynoecium. Q20. What is estivation? Arrangement of sepals or petals in a floral bud. Q21. What is androecium? Male reproductive whorl of flower. Q22. What is gynoecium? Female reproductive whorl of flower. Q23. What is placentation? Arrangement of ovules inside the ovary. Q24. What is fruit? Mature or ripened ovary after fertilization. Q25. What is parthenocarpic fruit? Fruit formed without fertilization. Q26. What does ovule become after fertilization? Seed. Q27. What does ovary become after fertilization? Fruit. Q28. What is scutellum? The cotyledon of monocot seed. Q29. Which family is called potato family? Solanaceae. Q30. Give examples of Solanaceae. Tomato, brinjal, potato, chili, tobacco, petunia.
Tamil story narration for better understanding. ஒரு நாள் ஒரு AI biology டீச்சர் மாணவர்களை ஒரு பெரிய பொட்டானிக்கல் கார்டனுக்கு அழைத்துச் சென்றார்.
டீச்சர் சொன்னார்,
இன்று நாம் ஃப்ளவரிங் பிளான்ட் ஐ ஒரு உயிருள்ள வீட்டைப் போல பார்க்கப் போகிறோம்.
முதலில் அவர்கள் ஒரு செடியை பார்த்தார்கள்.
டீச்சர் சொன்னார், மண்ணுக்குள் இருக்கும் பகுதி ரூட் சிஸ்டம், மண்ணுக்கு மேல் இருக்கும் ஸ்டெம், லீஃப், ஃப்ளவர், ஃப்ரூட் எல்லாம் ஷூட் சிஸ்டம். பிறகு ஒரு மஸ்டர்ட் பிளான்ட்டை காட்டி,
இதில் பிரைமரி ரூட் நேராக வளர்ந்து அதன் பிரான்ச்சஸ் செகண்டரி ரூட்ஸ் ஆக வருகிறது. இதுதான் டேப் ரூட் சிஸ்டம்.
அடுத்ததாக கிராஸை காட்டி,
கிராஸில் நிறைய ரூட்ஸ் பேஸ் ஆஃப் ஸ்டெம்ல இருந்து வரும். இதுதான் ஃபைப்ரோஸ் ரூட் சிஸ்டம்.
பின்னர் பனியன் ட்ரீயை காட்டி,
இங்கே ரூட்ஸ் பிரான்ச்ல இருந்து கீழே வருகிறது. ரேடிக்கல் இருந்து வராததால் இவை அட்வென்டிஷியஸ் ரூட்ஸ்.
பிறகு டீச்சர் ரூட் டிப் டயக்ராம் காட்டினார்.
ரூட் கேப் என்பது ஹெல்மெட் மாதிரி. அது ரூட் டிப் ஐ ப்ரொடெக்ட் பண்ணும். ரூட் ஹேர்ஸ் தான் வாட்டர் அண்ட் மினரல்ஸ் அப்சர்வ் பண்ணும்.
அவர்கள் ஸ்டெம்மை பார்த்தார்கள்.
ஸ்டெம்மில் நோட்ஸ், இன்டர்நோட்ஸ், பட்ஸ் இருக்கும். ஸ்டெம் தான் வாட்டர், மினரல்ஸ், ஃபுட் ஐ டிரான்ஸ்போர்ட் பண்ணும் ரோட் மாதிரி.
பிறகு லீஃப் ஐ எடுத்தார்.
லீஃப் என்பது பிளான்டின் சோலார் பேனல் சன்லைட் யூஸ் பண்ணி ஃபுட் தயாரிக்கும். லீஃப் பேஸ், பேட்டியோல், லாமினா இந்த 3 முக்கிய பார்ட்ஸ்.
ஒரு மேங்கோ லீஃப் ஐ காட்டி,
இதில் வெயின்ஸ் நெட்வொர்க் போல இருக்கு. இது ரெட்டிகுலேட் வெனேஷன்.
கிராஸ் லீஃப் ஐ காட்டி,
இதில் வெயின்ஸ் பேரலலா இருக்கிறது. இது பேரலல் வெனேஷன்.
பிறகு நீம் லீஃப் ஐ காட்டி,
இது கம்பவுண்ட் லீஃப். லீஃப்லெட்ஸ் ராச்சஸ் என்ற காமன் ஆக்சிஸில் அரேஞ்ச்ட் ஆகும்.
டீச்சர் அடுத்து ஃப்ளவர்ஸ் ஐ காட்டினார்.
ஃப்ளவர் என்பது ரீப்ரொடக்டிவ் யூனிட். அதில் கேலிக்ஸ், கொரோலா, அண்ட்ரோய்சியம், கைனோய்சியம் இருக்கும்.
செப்பல்ஸ் ஐ காட்டி,
கேலிக்ஸ் ஃப்ளவர் பட் ஐ ப்ரொடெக்ட் பண்ணும்.
பெட்டல்ஸ் ஐ காட்டி,
Corolla colorful-ஆக இருக்கும் pollination-க்கு insects attract பண்ணும்
stamen
ஐகாட்டி
androecium male part anther-pollen grains produce பண்ணும்
carpel ஐகாட்டி
gynoecium female part stigma pollen receive பண்ணும் ovariல் ovules இருக்கும்
பிறகு mango fruit ஐகாட்டி
fertilization ஆன பிறகு ovary fruit ஆகும் ovule seed ஆகும் mango நாம் சாப்பிடுவது mesocarp
பிறகு gram seed ஐ split செய்து காட்டினார்
dicot seedல் 2 cotyledons இருக்கும் radical future root plumule future shoot
maize seed ஐகாட்டி
monocot seedல் 1 cotyledon
scutellum food storage endospermal இருக்கும்
இறுதியில் potato plant
ஐகாட்டி teacher சொன்னார்
solanaceae
family potato family tomato brinjal potato chili எல்லாம் இந்த family-க்கு examples
teacher முடித்தார்
plant morphology மனப்பாடம் செய்ய வேண்டிய chapter இல்லை plant by past parts identify பண்ணினால் chapter easy ஆகும்
students. Today we studied the complete external structure of flowering plants.
root, stem, leaf, inflorescence, flower, fruit, seed, flora, fauna.
And Solanaceae family. Root absorbs,
Stem supports and transports.
leaf prepares food,
Flower reproduces.
fruit protects seeds.
Seed gives new plants.
Ma'am, now I can understand a plant like a complete system.
Exactly.
Biology becomes easy when you connect the textbook with real plants around you. In the next video, we will revise this chapter using diagrams
And important exam questions.
Dear students, if you like simple study videos, chapter explanations, question and answer practice, and easy revision notes, please subscribe to our channel, save this playlist, and continue learning step by step. Your support motivates us to create more useful study-related videos. Thank you for watching, and keep learning.